Well, old computers, busted up cell phones, outdated printers. If you have a few retired electronics hanging around the house like I do, you can finally feel good about getting rid of them. eCycle is here. Nadal Elise from Techno Rescue and Danny, I'm going to pronounce your name wrong. Gorecki from Crime Stoppers are here with exciting details. Thanks so much for joining us, gentlemen. Well, so finally, a safer way to get rid of all this junk that sits in our basement, our garage, and under those cabinets. So tell us about the eCycle.
Absolutely. So we have an electronic recycle event this Saturday, July 18th at Coors Field from 7 a.m. to 12 noon.
And so what kind of devices are you taking at eCycle?
All computer electronics. If it plugs in the wall or runs on batteries, we're going to accept them. Desktops, laptops, printers, networking equipment, phones, on and on. If it, cables, wires, like I said, any electronic format we're accepting.
And what about TVs this year?
We are accepting TVs and we are charging for it. And the reason why we're charging for it is it's very expensive for recyclers to process it and to properly dispose of it. There's been a lot of recyclers in the last couple of years who've gone out of business because of the television. So it's very costly and expensive for us to properly dispose of it, to process the glass and extract the lead and on and on. So if we didn't charge for it, we'd probably go out of business. It's not cheap for us.
Yeah, so that's on the TVs.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so Danny, recycling electronics is safe, and it's important to do that, but it helps us protect us from identity theft. Talk to us a little bit about that.
It does. We do a shard-a-thon for paper removal in May every year, and we added this last year to prevent identity theft with electronics. A lot of our hard drives, old tax returns, and personal information, banking information is stored on those devices, so it's one of the #1 ways that a thief can get your identity and really mess up your life.
Absolutely. So what does Crime Stoppers do to help?
Crime Stoppers is a metro area nonprofit organization that accepts donations, and we're really a conduit between law enforcement and the community. We allow the community to call in and submit anonymous tips and are offered awards to help solve crimes and keep our community safe.
Okay, and at the eCycle event, we can make a donation to Crime Stoppers?
You absolutely can.
Okay.
All donations are accepted. We are a nonprofit, so 100% tax deductible.
And what does that money go towards?
That goes to keeping our community safe. Since we are a nonprofit, we have no payroll on board. All of it's volunteered throughout our board members and our advisory boards throughout law enforcement. We work with 34 different law enforcement agencies, state, local, and federal. And all that money goes to paying out awards for crimes and making sure our communities are safe.
They do good work there, don't they?
Yes.
And how many do they solve? How many crimes do they solve a year? Do you know?
Right now we're on track to solve about 1,000 this year.
Okay.
So we're doing pretty well.
I'll say. So Nadal, how do you wipe the information off the phones? I know a lot of people are concerned about not doing it themselves or not watching it happen, but tell us about that process.
Absolutely. We're going to take back all the equipment to my facility in Aurora, Colorado. And we have a secure data destruction room where all stores, media, and hard drives go in there, and we wipe everything according to DoD specs. So we guarantee 100% data destruction. Can
you show us on a computer where all of that important information is being saved?
Yeah. By coincidence, I have one right next to me right here. Just kind of worked out. So this is a hard drive. It's inside computers, obviously the smaller ones for laptops, but all data stored on your hard drives from data, pictures, company proprietary information, sensitive data that can really jeopardize your life if it's put out there.
So this unit is inside the computer. So somebody could break that computer apart, pull this out, and have all of your information at their fingertips.
Yep, exactly. Then they can go on a shopping spree thanks to you.
All right. So you're going to get rid of that for us.
We're going to wipe it completely for you, no problem.
And all of those pieces get recycled into something new.
That's
fabulous.
correct. Yep.
Okay. Now, are you licensed and bounded?
We are. We're fully insured, and we have all the major global certifications from eStewards, which comes from the Basel Action Network, R2, ISO 14001, and OHSAS 18001, which basically means that we're fully compliant, we're very transparent, and we guarantee not only full data destruction, but we keep everything out of the landfills.
All right. Well, let's be good stewards of our land and get this over to you. Tell us about the event once more.
Absolutely. It's this Saturday, July 18th, from 7 a.m. to 12 noon at Coors Field, Lot A.
Very good. Thank you both so much for joining us. Okay, take advantage of this opportunity to protect your identity by disposing your old electronics properly. eCycle this Saturday, July 18th from 7 a.m. to noon in the Coors Field A parking lot. Donations for Crime Stoppers will be accepted on site. For full details, go to 9news.com.